Hello, this will be a video about an unlocked Android smartphone called the Blu J9L, made by the company Blu, which makes affordable phones, basic phones and smartphones, and also not so affordable phones if you're looking to pay a little bit more money for possibly better performance. So this particular device that I'm making this video about is called the Blu J9L. As you can see right here, as soon as it decides to focus, there we go. I have 3 of these phones for 3 of our family members, including myself. And this video will be about why I'm no longer using this phone currently, and not to say that, to generalize and say, oh, everyone who buys this Blu J9L device is going to have a problem, but this will be about my experience. So keep in mind that the title of this video is Problem with Device, because it is the device that I have, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy this, and I'm not saying that everyone's going to have a problem. So let's talk about what is the problem exactly. Why am I no longer using this phone after 1 year, having used it for 1 year? So essentially what happened is that, sorry, what happened is that I noticed that sometimes I would go to turn on the phone and it would be stuck on this loading screen for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And as someone who has the train ticket on the Metronorth train ticket on this phone on the application, this wasn't ideal because I need to show my ticket, and if I can, I kind of get in trouble. You have to have a ticket. So at the first year or so, everything was fine, and then eventually, I mean, sometimes it would turn on very quickly, but it would be stuck on this screen. Maybe this was happening right now, I don't know. And nothing would happen, and I'd just be holding this down until it vibrated again, so it would reboot and try to restart, and then I would do it again and again. I mean, now it's starting up fine, but what would happen was it would be stuck on that screen that just says blue, and I'd be getting nervous on the train. I'm like, hey, I need to show my ticket. That's what was happening, and it became a pattern. It started happening over and over and over in the last week or so. It would just take 2 minutes to turn on, and for me, that's not acceptable. And sometimes, I would try to reboot it, hold this down, and it vibrates, and then it kind of tries to restart, to get to the point where it is actually started with, we're actually ready to use applications and stuff like my train ticket. So that's what's happening, and then that's why I decided to make this video, Problem with Device. I'm not telling you you cannot buy this phone. I mean, this is a fantastic device for me over the past year, and then I started to notice that it was taking a lot of time to turn on, which, again, it's not a problem normally, but if I'm on the train and I need to show my ticket using the application, then it's a problem. And then another one of my family members started having the same problem, and I said, oh, interestingly enough, I said to my family member, my device has that problem too. So what happened was we have 3 of these phones, the Blu J9L, and 2 of them have this problem. It's not a big problem, which is why I'm not calling this video, it doesn't work, it's defective. It's just that ideally, I don't want a phone that I don't know in which I don't know how long it's going to turn on. Is it going to take 2 minutes to turn on? 1 minute? 4 minutes? Not ideal. That makes me nervous. What if one day it's just going to break and I'm out of a train ticket? Which is, again, on the application, don't lose the train ticket, but then I'd have to explain to the person on the train who's taking the tickets, hey, by the way, I have a monthly pass, but I cannot show it to you, which is kind of awkward. So that's what happened to the Blu J9L. Really a huge fan of this company, Blu, that makes these phones that are affordable, so you don't have to pay hundreds of dollars for a phone, but I do take issue with a phone that sometimes takes a lot of time to turn on. So again, this is not to say that you shouldn't buy these phones. This is not to generalize and say it's going to happen to everyone. It's more like I'm sorry. I'm trying to be transparent with my reviews. There's no incentive for me if you buy more of these. I'm not sponsored. There's no sponsorship. There's nothing. And I'm not saying that sponsorships are bad. I'm just saying that I'm going to be transparent. If my device isn't working, I'm going to say it's not working. And I'm not going to say this is a bad company. I'm just saying on this device that I bought, I have this issue. So that's what the problem was. It was taking a while to turn on. It doesn't sound like a big problem until I am trying to show my train ticket and I'm getting super, super nervous. So I'm not throwing this out. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not disassembling it. Not getting rid of the battery or anything like that. I'm just putting it... Oh, did I not turn this on? Whoa, what just happened here? Hello? Oh, power off? Is it freezing? Oh. And then another thing. Sometimes the turning off screen would not show up. So these phones are good, but it kind of makes me realize that, like, if I'm going to buy phones from this company, Blu, I probably want the ones that are like at least $150. So I'm using another one right now, the Blu. I think it's called the S91 or something like that. So if I like that phone that I'm using, not this one, then I'll make another review. I'll make a review of that. But just so you know, sometimes in life you get what you pay for. This was like $90. For my purposes, it's perfect. I kind of wish they wouldn't have the problem of sometimes taking a while to turn on. But other than that, I'm very happy with this phone. Also, the same thing happened with another one of my family members. The phone was taking a while to turn on, like 4 minutes to turn on. Especially in emergency, that's not ideal. So I'm not, again, but if you have the phone on and in sleep mode, of course it's on, it's fine. But the process of turning on was what was causing the problem. So the Blu J9L, those are just sharing an experience that happened with me, the not turning on, taking a while to turn on kind of thing. So a little bit unfortunate. So I'll be putting this on a shelf in a box for now. And if I have any other Blu phones that I'm using, I'll make a review and I'll let you know my experiences with those. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Again, this is the Blu J9L, my thoughts on a little problem that I've been having.